Okay, I think we are live. I'm not sure. There we are. All right, yes. So, welcome to the big show. We tried some new things today.
Yes.
Trying a lot of new things, and this is a big show. It's really big. So
Huge show.
we appreciate you joining us out there. So this is different. This is the first time that I've actually did like the schedule for the big show, and did that countdown thing. Well, I don't know if I like it or not. I think we might just do it their way.
I think it was easier the other way.
yeah. But it let people, if they want to get a reminder, they can do that reminder thing and check that. So a few things. We'll let people get online with us. I don't know. We got a few. I see Gene Volkers from Door, Michigan is here. Hi, Gene. We appreciate you joining us. And Kim Jackson. Good morning, Kim. And we got a radio talking in the background. Maybe I'll jump up and turn that down.
Okay.
Unexpected guest. So a number of things. Hi, Jackie White Corning. Appreciate you joining us. We've got a number of things to talk about. One, though, let me see if I can get Amanda fixed here. I feel like she's being cut.
It's okay.
cut short. We don't want that. But this is Amanda. Now, Amanda has been on the big show with us before in the past. Casey is busy as a beaver in the greenhouse.
Lots of going on.
Fridays is a bad day to try to have a big show and have Casey because it's open from like 9 till 6 today. So she's covered up. She's been not feeling well, nothing COVID related.
Thank goodness.
Nothing that. So she's pretty wore out. The greenhouse thing is very tiring. And
Very busy.
Some of those days she's not had any help at all.
No.
So she's wore out. So we appreciate all the work Casey's been doing in the greenhouse. Appreciate you folks supporting her and coming up. Lorinda Jackson. Hey guys. Hey Lorinda.
Hi.
And then Ken Runkle. Good morning, Ken. Good to see you. The only thing about this is I can't see how many people are currently on. Not that that's a big deal, I guess, but I was trying to see. Being early in the morning, we may not have as many.
Somebody might got to sleep in this morning.
Somebody may be sleeping in. Oh, I see now. Boy, we're like 26, 27.
Ooh.
So we can start talking business.
Okay.
We can quit just beating around the bush and doing all this.
They're waiting on us.
So let's start with a few updates. All right, so we've got three, and two of them. One of them is just a reminder. The second one is a bit more information, which is a big reason why you're here.
Yes.
And the third one is the one we've been waiting on. A lot of people have been waiting on to get specific information about that. So that's what we're going to be focusing on this morning. So the first one is, which was update number one, that our thrift store. We're really excited about that. The folks in the community really appreciate the thrift store. Have a lot of folks that have been asking, hey, when the thrift store going to open? You know, retail can come back in Kentucky on Wednesday, this past Wednesday. Why is the thrift store not open? Well, we just weren't ready for that, even though we want to bring the staff back and all that stuff. So, Monday, June the 1st, our thrift store will open for the community. You don't have to wear a mask to come into the store. Our staff will be following all the protocols that is expected by the state as far as wearing masks and gloves and wipe down, that type of thing. Even though now the CDC says it doesn't seem like surfaces you can catch it from them.
Right.
You know, it keeps changing. About every other day you get something different. So that's good to know. That reduces the risk tremendously, in my humble opinion.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's humble. That's all I am. Anybody that knows me says, "Oh, that boy is humble." Yeah, probably not. You don't agree.
I'm gonna take the fifth.
So that's one thing. So the thrift store will open. Our girls will be back at the thrift store, and for the first week anyway, we anticipate it being Monday through Saturday. So that's how we're going to start. We may adjust that a little bit and only have 5 days instead of 6 days for a short period, just to see how people respond, and we get, because we're only going to have 2 of the normal 3 staff returning. So as far as the staffing at the settlement, that's going to be a slow build up. Not everybody's coming all back to work on June 1st. So that's kind of where we are. So Thrift Store, June the 1st, 9 a.m. Will reopen to the community. So update number 2, and this is a big one too, big. There's good news and there's bad news. All right. So the bad news is we are unable to have our summer recreation program in the month of June. It's very possible that we won't be able to have it at all this summer, but we know that we're not going to be doing it in the month of June. Okay, so that's sad. As I mentioned in my brief update the other day, I've been connected to that summer rec program in one fashion or another since I was 6 years old, so about 20 years. No, for 49 years. I started coming when I was 6 years old, and it's just a fantastic program. And it's sad that's where it's at, but we have no choice. It's not like we have chosen not to do it.
No, because we had it planned.
Yeah, and
We had
it
it
was ready to
already.
go.
But-
It was that's been put down on us, so
Yeah.
we can't do that.
No.
However, we realize that meals in the community for the youth are extremely important. So we have had a lot of, each year we participate in what's called the summer food service program, summer feeding program through the state of Kentucky. And so, recreation program, they'd get a morning snack, breakfast, and then they'd get a lunch as well before they went back home later in the afternoon. So we are still participating in that.
Yes,
Initially, we thought that we could do some home deliveries,
we thought so.
house to house, kind of like what the Bell County schools have been doing.
Mhm.
But as it turned out, we were not permitted to do that.
No.
So
Okay.
now we are going to be, so we worked through a bunch of questions and informational type stuff with the state. Amanda was, I think, the key point person on that,
Yes,
doing a lot of conversation with that.
lots of talks with Frankfurt.
Yeah, and get that set up. So we are permitted to set up some different off-campus sites to be available for local youth. 18 and under, is that correct?
18 and under.
18 and under.
Any kid.
Any kid doesn't have to be,
Doesn't have to live in Bell County.
don't
They
even
can-
have to live in Bell County, as long as you come to one of those sites.
Yes,
Then you can come and get a free meal,
yes,
So-
breakfast and lunch.
breakfast and lunch. And lunch will be a hot lunch.
Yes,
And then the breakfast will be like a bag breakfast, something like that.
yeah, some fruit and
Yeah.
something.
So what I'm going to do at this point, since Amanda's got all the details, the only thing I got would have to be reading it from what we posted on our Facebook. So I'll let you give some information on that.
Okay, so summer feeding program is for any kid 18 and under, and the different sites, the parents can come to the sites and pick up the meals for the children. So if you come down to Shanoa Store and pull in, we'll get out and mark it off how many meals that you need and give you the meal, then you can leave with them. You don't have to stay with us and eat like before the summer feeding program. The children had to stay on campus and eat, so it's not like that this year. So we'll have 4 different sites: Henderson Settlement Dining Hall, Shanoa Store, Fondy Christian Academy in their parking lot,
Yep.
and New Vine Church.
Yep.
And each one of the times is a little bit different. Jerry will have to read it to
Yeah.
me.
All right. So we'll hit on that. So the Henderson Settlement Dining Hall. Now, just to be clear, you'll just pick that up.
Yes.
You won't be able to come in
Somebody
side
will be
the building.
there
and
to
eat.
take
Somebody
care
will
of
be there for the summer food service folks to hand those out, and that will be from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon at the Henderson Settlement Dining Hall. Okay.
Mhm.
Get my glasses fixed. Gotta have them. Then that's site number 1. Site number 2 is the Fondy Church of God, Fondy Christian Academy, down, interestingly enough, in Fondy.
Fondy. Yes.
Wonder how that happened.
It's located on Fondy Road too.
Yeah,
for sure.
that was pretty convenient.
Yes.
That was good planning by somebody. Oh, yeah, we already off the rails. We ain't got to announcement number 3. That is from 12:30 to 1:30. Okay, so Fondy Christian Academy, Fondy Church of God, down in Fondy. That is from 12:30 to 1:30. Okay, so if you show up at 12, that's fine, but you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah. Somebody will be there.
Food will be on the way.
Yes.
Okay,
Just hold on.
that's right. Then site number 3 is at the Shinoa General Store,
Yes. Down on the lower end of the parking lot.
down at the lower end of the parking lot. Down, I guess that's where like the video place
Yes,
used to be.
the video.
Down near there. That is also from 12:30 to 1:30 down at the Shinoa General Store. So Henderson Settlement Dining Hall, 11:30 to 12:30. Fondy Christian Academy, Church of God, 12:30 to 1:30. Shinoa General Store from 12:30 to 1:30. And then site number 4 is at New Vine Missionary Baptist Church up on Upper Larford.
Yes.
Now,
And that time, I had to adjust that a little bit. It'll be 1:45.
it'll be 1:45 to 2:45. Is that correct?
Yes.
Or 2:30?
2:30. 1:45 to 2:30. We'll
Yeah.
be there.
So that's 1:45 to 2:30 is site number 4 at New Vine Missionary Baptist Church.
Yeah, we had to give us enough time to drive. From,
Gotta get up there.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to be at 2 spots at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Don't want people to say, "Hey, I'm here."
Your
1:30,
lunch
they're
video
not there. That's going to be a bad thing. So that is the schedule. Now, Amanda's already said this, but just reading from this flyer that we have on our Facebook page, it says parents in the Clearfield area. Okay, so don't feel like we're
No.
cutting you out. We're not, certainly. We actually tried to be able to do a site set up like a Clearfield school or down near the Clearfield Clinic. But since it's in Tennessee and this
Yeah.
funding comes from Kentucky, they would not permit us to do that. They said if
No.
people in Tennessee want to come into the Kentucky site and get it, A-OK, we're happy to do that.
Well,
But
We'll take them.
but
we
can't
couldn't
set up
set
in Kentucky, Tennessee. We actually investigated or looked into possibly getting approval from the state of Tennessee, but since we just found all this out in the last day, 2 days,
Yeah.
the deadline for applying for being a site host for serving meals was May 1st, and they said absolutely no applications after May 1st. So
Well,
Tennessee, you can be that way. You wouldn't want to feed your kids, we'll feed them for you.
Exactly.
That's just how we roll.
You just have to roll into Kentucky to get it.
We love our Tennessee kids. We
We do.
don't care unless they grow up and go to the University of Tennessee. Then
Unless they wear
we might
orange.
not care as much about them. Yeah. Anyway, so that's so Clearfield. You can go to the easiest place, Fondy Christian Academy. But if you come to the Henderson Settlement Dining Hall, that's fine too. Okay.
Coming up to the thrift store, you can swing by.
Yeah, that's right. So let's see. You may pick up a food box with a hot lunch and a bag breakfast. All right. For their children at Fondy Church of God, beginning at 12:30 till 1:30, Monday through Friday. So that's important to remember. It's just Monday through Friday, nothing for Saturday or Sunday. Just Monday through Friday. Okay. So, and if you need more information on that, just call our outreach office 337-3613, extension 305, and they're happy to give you more information on it. So, I have a question for you.
Oh gosh.
This is unplanned. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I want you to be ready, Amanda, because ooh, we got other comments popping up
Oh,
here, and I
okay.
ain't seen them. Gee whiz. Don't want people to think I'm in. So, Ken Rucker, what's nice? Well, good morning. I'll say good morning again. Jackie Waldup says, hey, Amanda.
Hi.
Obviously, you're the only one on this big show.
Well, they told me to,
Yeah, kinda
show
take
up.
over.
Yeah, take over.
That's what it rolls. So I guess I guess this will be your last appearance on the big show.
But at least I tried.
Yeah. Dana Stone Cipher, good morning. Hey, Dana, good morning.
Good morning.
Missy Maiden, good morning to you. Missy, I'll tell you what, Missy's always there.
She's always on.
She likes
faithful watcher.
she likes the big show. Either that or she's a glutton for punishment. One or the other.
Could be.
Hey, Buffy Parton, 27. Let's see, 27. That's how about, let's say,
Is that how old
I'll
we
just
are
say
now?
30. I mean, apparently we're just throwing out numbers. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with 28. I'll stick there.
Of course, she could have been saying that when I said,
Oh, somebody else is saying
maybe
that.
that's when I was saying how many people's online. I'm sorry. I bet that's what it was. That's how far behind I am. Gee whiz. Thank you for that update, Buffy and Jean. Thank you very much. Diana Addington Woodings. Good morning,
Good
Diana.
morning.
Sharon Vogt Mourner, thank you all for what you're doing. Well, appreciate that, Sharon. Folks are working really hard, and we're proud of them. Ray Cook, hey, Ray, good to see you. Randy Loudermilk, good morning from Copper Hill. Hey, Randy, Copper Hill, Tennessee, yeah. Appreciate that donation that Copper Hill made in my honor.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
yeah. Listen, the Copper Hill folks used to come up on work camp all the time, and some great guys. And I missed a few of them. Well, I missed all of them from coming, but a few of them, at least one specifically, passed away. And so, great folks. We love the Copper Hill folks. Let's see. Linda Kinzer, good morning, Linda. Matthew Garabrant from Canton, Ohio. Woohoo! Susan Clark from Wesley in Aurora, Illinois. Hey, Susan. We miss you guys. Haven't saw you folks down for a bit, so I hope you all can make it back sometime. Let's see, Connie Pops. Good morning, Connie. How you doing? John Beebe.
John Beebe.
Good morning.
Good morning.
John, listen. It'd be great to have a name like Beebe.
Yeah.
Say, hey, how you doing, Beebe? I'm all right, Beebe. How are you? Kind of. I don't know. That's just where I'm at. Carla Smollett. Morning from First United Methodist, Crown Point, Indiana. Hey, Crown Point.
Oh, I have family in Crown Point,
Yeah,
Indiana.
Crown Point. Sent the team down for a long time. Love the folks at Crown Point. Tammy Lou Borf. Good morning from Minden, Ohio. Minden.
Good morning.
You know, every time I see that Minden, first thing I think is we used to have a group come from Minden, Michigan all the time. So I always have to slow down and make sure I'm not confusing Ohio with Michigan. Chris Rife. Thanks, Amanda.
Hi, Chris.
Boy.
Maybe I am taking over the big show.
I just don't like where this is going. Just don't like it. Lorinda there. Hey, Amanda again. We're going to have to cut this out real quick. Erica Hilton. Hey there from Texas.
Oh,
hey, Erica.
Good morning.
Appreciate you joining us. Sherrod Hurst, a former local boy. He's still local, but he used to be. Sherrod used to live in right here in the Frakes area. So I think he lives over in Millsboro now. D. Saylor. Good morning, Amanda and Jerry from Winterstown, PA.
Pennsylvania.
Hey, D.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
She included you.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, D. D is being very inclusive today. That's good to know. John Beebe says it is. Lorinda, who is the weird guy with you, Amanda? That's Blue. He's sitting over there in the corner. Don't be talking about Blue. Yeah.
He's looking like he feels left out.
Yeah, he Blue can get that way. Jerry is funny. Connie, I appreciate that. Some people may disagree, but nonetheless. Okay, so my question, that's Kim Jackson. Man, I love it when the questions pop up. Kim Jackson, when is food pantry opening back up? Well, Kim, the food pantry has never closed. All right, so the food pantry is still operating. It's operating just a wee bit different, but basically the food pantry is still open. Moving right along, it's open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 2, and it's closed for lunch from 11:30 to 12:30. Yeah, so you can still come get your food boxes. You can't go inside the building like we used to, but you pull up to the outside and get your paperwork or whatever name. They take care of all that, and they'll put the box to the door and you load it into your vehicle. So that's how that's working. So if you need a food box, come get it.
Yes, we'll be happy to help you.
And Lorinda says, "Oh, it's Jerry. Never mind." Oh, Lorinda, you're really pushing my buttons.
He's gonna make you come down here next time.
Yeah, that's right. So the question is, and I don't know if y'all thought about this, but I'm sure you have. Y'all think of everything.
We try.
I'm not a very original thinker.
Oh gosh.
I'm like a repeat thinker. I hear somebody else say it, and then I think it, and then I say, I had a good idea. Till somebody calls me out. That was my idea. Jessica does that all the time. I miss Jess.
I do too.
I miss Jessica. I miss Harry. I miss everybody. General, all the folks that's been laid off, man, I can't wait to get the people back.
It's been quiet.
It has been
Very
yeah.
quiet around here.
hard to nap when you ain't got people doing your job for you. Anyway, so what if? So I'm assuming back to the summer food service thing
Okay.
that you have a number in mind of the number of meals that you will take with you.
Yes.
Okay, to each site location.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you have more people show up than you have meals?
Well, we're really hoping that don't happen, but if it does, we talked about this yesterday.
Good.
That if it's a lot of meals or just a couple, we will come back to the settlement and get more meals and take them back to the site.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So be patient. That's really what
It's
I'm
a
trying to
learning
get
process.
at. This, especially the first week, probably we're not going to have a great handle on how many meals we're going to need to take to each site. We have an idea, and hopefully it's more than what we're going to need. But be patient with that. Now, a follow-up question then.
Okay.
So, does if I'm coming to get meals, let's say, for example, I've got 3 or 4 kids,
Okay.
and does just the parent pick it up? Do the kids have to come? I mean, how is there any guidelines or follow through information that people need to do in order to pick up the meal?
From my understanding, the parent can pick up the meals.
Yes.
And you can just tell us, I got 4 kids, we'll give you 4 meals.
Mhm.
We're not going to investigate you or anything.
Oh, don't want to be investigated.
No.
Yeah.
We know that people wants to feed their kids, and
Right.
so
Yeah.
we're going to.
Yeah. Just the only thing that we ask, is that the clarify this. So let's say that I come and I've got 2 kids, and I say, okay, I've got 2 kids. I want to pick up meals, the breakfast and the hot lunch for my 2 kids, but my sister lives next door, or just a little bit down the road, and she's got 3 kids. Can I get her meals?
I believe your sister would have to come
I think so.
and pick them up.
Yeah. So that's the thing we want to be clear about.
Yes.
Is whereas in food box you're allowed picking up the food box from the food pantry, you're allowed to pick up a box for someone else. You've got a limited number of people you can pick up for. With this program,
It's a
you
little
can't do
different.
that.
No.
So you can't pick up for other people. You those people have to come pick it up for themselves. So please don't feel like we're being
We're not
mean
gonna
or
single you out or
inconsiderate or anything
No.
like that. It's nothing like that. It's the state, especially this feeding program, is very strict
Yes.
in its guidelines, and we can only, if we want to continue to do that and benefit as many people as possible, then we have to follow those guidelines.
We do.
We don't want to
And
hurt.
if anything with that changes, we'll make sure that Jerry announces it.
Yes, absolutely. And things could change. We could get better information, more information, or things could loosen up.
Because this is all new for them too.
It's all new for them too. Yeah.
All these
So
different
so
rules.
that's what's going on with that. Any other information relative to the food boxes?
If you know for sure that you want to participate in this program, you can message us on Facebook or call us.
Yeah, and that would be really great
Yes.
too. If you think that you're going to be doing this, call or message and let them know that that you're going to be picking up or bringing your kids to pick it up, whatever.
That would help
How-
us get a better number.
How many you got and what site you'll be picking that up from.
Yes.
So if you're going to come to the Henderson Dining Hall, then that's good.
And another thing with that, if they come here, we
You
can
can-
only feed them one time.
Yeah.
So don't come to the Henderson settlement site and then go to Fondy
Yeah,
and pick
or
up.
the Shanoa site.
Or that's not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
somewhere.
they have to do record keeping on that.
Mhm.
And so they'll be, we've got a way that we're going to communicate with one another who has and who hasn't picked things up. So now that we're in this electronic world,
Yes,
that's easy to do.
it is.
Yeah.
And we went to Clearfield yesterday, and they have a cell phone tower. I
Yeah.
had full service.
Yeah, AT&T.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just turned that on yesterday.
It works
Well, I
amazing.
said yesterday, just this week. Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
it was even over there. So
Yeah, they just put that up. So yeah, AT&T is on that. We're hoping that Verizon will be on it within the next 3 months. I think
I
they
hope
said. So that'd be great.
yeah, we pulled in at Eddie Johnson's, and my phone started dinging,
Yeah.
and I
Wow.
What?
Thought your phone was messed up.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That's
Think we got a
awesome.
few more comments? Nope. Let's see. Jerry sent a PM. Okay. Chelsea says, Jaden said hi. Ain't manna.
Hi, Jay.
Dottie says, good morning, y'all. Lorinda,
Good morning.
okay. All right, so we think we're good with the second announcement. We may circle back to it, but we think we're good. Okay. So the third announcement. Here we go. This is for me. This is the big one. It's so big. People already calling.
Yes.
Phones ringing off the hook.
They're,
So
I don't know what it is.
yeah. So the work camp situation. It's a situation. That's what it is. It's a situation. Beginning May 31st. Okay? So that's Sunday, May 31st, officially Monday, June the 1st. Work camp will reopen.
Yay.
Okay? So we have a lot of things that we've got to do differently. Okay? So that is some information that if you have a work team scheduled to come, or if you're interested in bringing a work team, many of you out there have planned on a work team and places have decided just not to open for the summer or fall, whatever the case may be, and you're looking for another place to come, we are happy
We will take
to
you.
have you.
Yes.
But we've got some things that we're doing a bit differently as far as how the week's going to go, about programming, housing, the meals, things like that, especially for the month of June. Now, as we get into July, those limitations begin to loosen up, and we are more able to, like in July in Kentucky, and it may be sooner because the governor seems to be, he puts out a thing and says, this date we're going to do this, but then like 2 weeks early, he says, well, if things are going pretty good, we're going to go ahead and let that happen now.
Yes.
So like July, we can have like groups of 50 together, that type of thing. So, so the big thing is we are beginning to have work teams back on campus. We are doing a lot of things to help make that safe for everyone. So, like I started to say, if you have a group scheduled to come, I intend to today, beginning with the groups in June, to send out a information to you about what to expect in coming here. That'll give you an opportunity to read through that, form questions in your mind, and then you can email us or call us and we can discuss that. If I don't hear from you through the rest of the day, then Tuesday, because we're closed for Memorial Day on Monday, 3-day weekend.
3 days.
Then on Tuesday, I will begin calling the groups in the order they're scheduled to come. Okay? Now, just want to clarify a couple of things. If you're out there and wondering, boy, you know, why? Let's see, let me do this. That is a blessing, Gene. Yes, it is. Erica Hilton, first time listening to you guys. Love what you're doing. I'm the granddaughter of Bill Henderson. Hey, Erica, appreciate that.
Yeah.
And daughter of Wilburn Webb Henderson. I hope to get to visit Henderson Settlement sometime. That'd be fantastic, Erica.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Linda Kinzer, yay! But one of the things that we're going to be doing instead of having a 5-day week, it'll be a 4-day week. So groups will arrive on a Sunday and leave out on a Friday morning. So there'll not be the Wednesday free day. If you want to use Friday as your free day as you go out or something, then certainly that's totally up to you. We're doing that in order, because our housekeeping staff will be just a couple of folks, and that'll give them extra time to get things cleaned, get things sanitized and everything before another group comes in the following week.
Wow.
Okay, so
Very
that's
important
the
job.
plan for that. Currently, because of dining hall and restaurant restrictions and things of that sort, we won't be serving meals in the dining hall. We will prepare those and take those to wherever a group is staying. Okay, now that we think that can potentially change a little bit if groups want to eat in the dining hall. Then we only have a certain number. We can probably do that. If we've only got one group, then that's going to happen. So our intent is that groups will not be housed together. Okay, so let's say for instance we have 3 groups of 10 here. So I'd have a group of 10 above the dining hall, I'd have a group of 10 in the Hope House, and I'd have a group of 10 in the Brick House. Okay, so all independent of one another, not having to be that type of thing. So that's what we'd have. So we will probably use the mission dorm very little. Now we could have, let's say we got a group of 10, just one group here that week. We could say, well, we can stay in the house. If you want to stay in the mission dorm, you can stay in the mission dorm. It's just one group. What's it going to matter?
Right.
So that's how we're thinking about that. There's a lot of other things, the obvious stuff. If you're sick or not feeling well or been around somebody that's sick, we don't want you to come, and not being mean or anything, but just common knowledge. We hope that people that are coming will do a temperature check before they head on down, in case somebody does have something. Because when you arrive, the first thing that we will do when you arrive is we will temperature check everybody that gets out the car, out the van, whatever the case. We will temperature check you. And if you're at 100.4 or higher, then that is the mark that the concern arises, and we'll have to figure something out.
We've been doing
ask you to
temperature
go
checks
back
for
or
them.
something like that.
Right.
So all the staff is doing temperature checks when they first come in and all that. So that's being required of us. So just trying to be safe. So that's kind of where we're at. A lot more information than that. I'm not going to go over every little thing here. Most people will probably be bored to death with that. But we do want people to understand. So there's two more parts that I want to really hit on. One is that some people may say, well, if the Frakes Henderson Settlement Service Area, really doesn't have any issues. Do you have a potential issue of people from outside the area bringing it in? Well, that is possible, but we highly anticipate that not happening.
Right.
People aren't going to maliciously just come down and get sick and come down and do that. Plus, other people in the group's not going to want it. They're not going to bring somebody who's going to have it.
Right.
Some people say, well, you got they're asymptomatic. Well, that's true. That's possible.
That's possible
But
anywhere.
there's probably, you could be asymptomatic. I could be.
Yeah.
If you've not been tested for that, then any of us could be. So that's kind of where we are. It's, that situation. So we're taking every precaution we can to be as safe as we can.
Yes.
Okay. So there's that. The key thing to that is normally in June, we'd have 150 people a week here.
Right.
But with all this virus and all that, those numbers have drastically been changed. As Monday of this past week, or maybe it's Thursday of last week, I can't remember, because numbers have changed in every day. The biggest week we had all summer long was like 99 people.
That's big.
That was the biggest week. That's about half of what we would normally have
Big change.
in that week. And we only had one of those weeks. All the other weeks are in the, 50 or less, most of them in the 30 or less. Some weeks we didn't even have anybody because everybody dropped down. So it's not going to be the number of people on campus that we normally have. So that's, some weeks we only have one group, some weeks we only have a couple groups, sometimes maybe three, but, it's just not going to be what you would normally envision the home repair service program being, okay? So for you folks coming in or thinking about coming in, have that in your head. It's not going to be, bumper to bumper.
No.
Like that, and for you community folks, that should, if that is a concern, that should make you feel a little better as well. The second part of that is, one thing leads to another thing. As a result, especially for community folks, this is the negative. Obviously, with fewer people, we're going to be able to do fewer things.
Right.
So if you've applied for assistance, then we're probably going to have less than a third, maybe a quarter of the number of people we would normally have here in the summer, June and July and August. So we're going to be doing very minimal amount of home repair projects compared to what we normally do. So there'll be some going on, but not anything like it normally is. In the fall, we think we're going to have a pretty good fall. You never know. Can't promise anything, so that may pick up. But the summer's going to be light. So community folks, we're sorry. we didn't plan it. We don't. It's just the way it is.
Right. We
So,
didn't want it to be that
yeah.
way.
But there's a reason for everything. So keep that in mind. That be patient with us. There will be some work going on, but we're not just not working for somebody because we don't want to. It's just that's how we got.
Right.
Another piece to that is in order to protect we talk about how we're going to protect the community folks with people coming in. In order to protect the people coming in from potential community folks possibly having it, if a home is receiving work for the upcoming week, someone on my staff will visit that family to make sure that they are healthy and not sick and no issues there before we send a group out to work on your home. And probably there'll be very little inside work for the first couple of months, if any. Most of it will be outside work, that type of thing. But not certain about that. We'll just kind of see how that goes. So that's the work camp update. That was a big one. I felt like just very terrible holding people off. We formulated this plan a couple of weeks ago, but we were not able to execute it until we got certain discussions and communication with different places. Our final thing was our board of directors yesterday, and once that meeting happened and no issues arose from that, then we were able to announce that this morning. So if you have questions or anything, be that community or outside the community, work camp or whatever, please contact me because we're going to be contacting you. So let me hit a few comments here. Missy made a great show. The settlement's such a wonderful place for anyone that needs them. Just an awesome place and great people. Thanks for always caring. Missy, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gene Volkers, will masks be required? Well, that's another part of it, Gene. They won't be required. Like for if a group is here, they've already rode down here together, so it'd be silly to say, well, you got to wear a mask after you get here. But like if a group, we're going to have a minimal expectation, okay? So we're going to ask that you, do this, this, and this. Anything you do above that is solely up to the group. If you want to do more than what our minimal expectation is, that's fine. We have absolutely no issue with that, none whatsoever. But if you are one of 2 or 3 groups that may be here, what we don't want to happen is someone who has higher expectations than what our minimal expectations are. Not to try to force those on another group that maybe is just going by what our minimal expectation is.
Right.
Okay. So whatever you do for your group, fantastic. But we're not want don't want anyone saying, hey, you should be wearing a mask everywhere you go. Well, no, it's not required. It's not necessary for us. But like if you come to the workshop, our staff, Harry and I will have a mask on to deal with people that come into the workshop. If you go into the thrift store, our staff there will have a mask on. If you go in shopping or something, you won't have to have it. Now, the key thing is, if you're bringing a work team, we will not be providing masks, gloves, that type of thing. We need you. Our staff will provide that for our staff, but you will be expected to bring your own gloves, masks, things like that while you're out. So that's kind of how that goes. But again, all that will be in the information that I will be sending out in an email. Okay, so if you're a group leader and that contact information is different than perhaps what we have on hand, or if you just want that, maybe you're a group member and you would like to have that, let me know. We only have in the work camp office when a group signs up, we only have 1, maybe 2 contact points as far as email that we can send out and phone numbers. So that's who we'll be sending that out to. We have no qualms at all about sending that to anyone else. No, that's why we have it. We're not trying to hide anything.
No.
So we're happy to send that. So, Gene, if you'd like that, we're happy to send that out. But mask in that particular regard won't be necessary. So that's how we're going to be doing it. Okay.
Sounds good.
What do you think, man? That was a lot of information.
It was.
And we had a number of comments. I don't know how many people we still got watching. Maybe somebody could tell me. I don't know if I click on right here. Let me see. Looks like, we're still up about, oh man, we've been going 45 minutes almost.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly. Gee whiz. Big happenings. Big happenings. People interested in what's going on. So, that's been a long show. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
We had lots of information to share.
Lots of information to share, and we got one more key bit of information.
Okay.
All right. So last week, I think it was last week with Casey, we started doing our bits of, I can't remember what I called it. Ooh, that's bad, because that was good. It was the big show points of information,
Okay.
like life things to live by. Okay. So I hope you're ready. If you're standing up, sit down. If you're not standing up, then just stay however you are. 34, Gene. Appreciate that. Yeah. All right. So here's today's life tidbit, things to live by. All right. If you want to be like us, this is what you do. So if you wash your entire car with a car wash squeegee, you might be a redneck. That's what we are. And we're proud of it.
We are.
If you wash your entire car with a car wash squeegee, I'm not going to say I have or have not done that.
No, I'm taking the fifth.
But I will say, it's certainly gone through my mind. Whether I follow through with it, that's going to be between me and mine. Mm-hmm. So out there I might want to try that. If I see on the news somebody in Indiana or Ohio or Michigan or Tennessee washing their car with a car wash squeegee, I say, hey, I know where they got that idea.
Yep.
That's what just happened. Folks, we appreciate you, and it's been a interesting time.
Very informative.
So yeah, it's just how it is, you know. Things happen, and we've dealt with it as best we can, and we're going to continue to do that. And we are thankful that each and every one of you out there are a part of the ministry at Henderson-Selma and a part of what we do. We can't do it without you. Whether you're actively involved with us, or whether you support us from home, or you just join us here on the big show to see what's going on. Lifting up prayers for this community, for those who come to assist us in this community, for those who support us, and for the staff here. We need that. We want that, and we are thankful that you are a part of the family.
Yes.
And certainly that's where we are. We did want to mention, on behalf of the outreach folks, a lot of people have responded with the Amazon wish list for diapers and different items like that, and the things, people who have been sending money to help us buy food for the food pantry, because it's just flying out of there.
It is.
It's hard to
been
keep
very
it stocked between loads of food coming in. But you're making that possible. If it wasn't for some of those, sometimes we've had to go out and find places we could actually buy things from, hit 2 or 3 different places.
Yes.
And that money that you donate helps make that possible. And
Absolutely.
we are extremely thankful in this community. Appreciate you for that. Folks, God bless. We've got 1 or 2 more comments popped up. No, just one, Judith Turner. A hi from Judy at Birmingham. Blessings, First United Methodist Birmingham. Blessings all. Judy, we appreciate it. Thank you. Folks, God bless. For me and my co-host, fill-in co-host today, Amanda.
Hi.
Blue in the background. Blue's not been on the show since this virus thing started. He says, I am not going to be out amidst that.
No.
Not going to. And then we got the turtles. Not going to talk much about the turtles. That's Jessica's ball of wax. She likes it. She's it's going to be interesting when Jessica comes back. I got a lot of questions. What she's been doing in
I
her
think that might be what's wrong with Blue.
her time off. I think we have Blue kind of
He's missing
got
Jessica.
attached to Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
I think in her time off, I just wondering what kind of capers she's been into. I'd say she's between her and Abigail, and I'd just say there's been a lot of animals that have been mistreated. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Folks, God bless. We'll see you back here next week on The Big Show.